Hello everyone. Today I would like to introduce to you Qing Jing Farm. Qing Jing Farm is located in Nantou County, which is the center point of Taiwan, the center county of Taiwan. It has an area of 362 hectares and is one of the top attraction in Taiwan when you're talking about high altitude traveling. The history of Qing Jing Farm was that it was established in the 1960s. A lot of veterans from the Chinese Civil War were moved to this part of the country, especially they are from the southwest part of China, the Yunnan province, and some of them are even from Myanmar. One of the reasons why they moved here is because the climate here is very similar to where they're from. So it's better for them to work here, and also the government need their expertise to develop agriculture here. So originally this place was called Jianqing Farm, a name taken since the Japanese era, and then it was changed to Qing Jing Farm because our former president Jiang Jingguo, who was the son of Chiang Kai-shek, he visited this farm and he was really he enjoyed the fresh air here and also the peacefulness and tranquility here. So he renamed it into Qing Jing, which simply means a place of calm and tranquility. Qing Jing Farm is high up with a lot of fresh air, so it also has a nickname, Eden in the Fogs. So it's a beautiful place, but because it's high up in the mountain, it's sometimes a bit foggy, so it's Eden in the Fog. Talking about the visiting area, so when you enter Qing Jing Farm, you'll probably first encounter the sheep castle, where you will find a lot of different kinds of sheep were kept inside the castle. Sometimes they will be released into the green grassland with the supervision, of course, with the supervision of shepherds and herding dog. The shepherd will give the herding dog some commands by using hand gestures and whistle. And then the herding dog will faithfully push the sheep to the desired place. Sometimes there will be few sheep trying to escape, but the herding dog and the shepherd will always manage to get them back. After the shepherds, they push all the sheep to this designated area, he will choose one sheep to do wool sharing, which is cutting the wools on the sheep off. He will first introduce some facts about the sheep, how to tell them age, and etc. And then he will cut off the wools on the sheep's body within a matter of 3 minutes. It is one of the great shows that visitors like to experience when they come to Qing Jing Farm. Another show that is very interesting is the horsemanship show. Because Taiwan, usually we don't see too many horses, and let alone seeing horsemen shows. These horsemen are very skillful. They can roll. They can ride a horse in all different positions. Some can even shoot an arrow while they were riding a running horse. So it's quite an amazing experience that also visitors would like to see this show. And visitors may interact with the horses and the riders after the show. Later, if you are a fan of walking at the trails, Qing Jing offers various a great variety of trails, walking trails. So you have the tea farm trail that you'll be able to walk around the tea trees. For people who didn't come from tea plantation countries, I think it is a very good experience. I once have a friend who drank tea for his whole life, but he never see a tea tree. So for him, it's like a pilgrimage. Actually, see how everything happened and started. You can, if it's the right season, you may walk on the sakura trail to see the sakura blossoms. There's a sunset trail that you can. It's the best place to watch sunset in Qing Jing farm. There's also a lake trail track that you can walk around the lake and enjoy the lake and the mountain at the same time. So it offers very good experiences. But how about the seasonal activities? You have a running sheep festival in February. So this festival, basically they release all the sheep not only to green grassland but also to the road that was originally meant for cars. So the sheep will run all the way down to the Qing Jing guest house in front of the plaza. So visitors have a chance to have a close interaction with the sheep in the plaza. In summer, there's a windmill festival. More than 1,000 windmills will be installed around Qing Jing farm, with the summer breeze blowing at the windmills. You will see all the windmills spinning. So that is a really amazing experience to see so many windmills spin at the same time. If you're interested in flowers, the Little Swiss is a place in Qing Jing farm like you can experience so many kinds of flowers. It's basically, you can imagine as a highland garden that all kinds of different plantation were planted there, and also with some of the building that imitates buildings in northern Europe or Western Europe, you may say. Qing Jing farm it's very close to other mountains. For example, Hehuan Mountains, one of the tallest in Taiwan, and usually it snows in winter. So it's a very magical experience to visit Qing Jing farm during winter. Like, we are in a tropical island. Most places in Taiwan is still very warm, but in Qing Jing farm you may see snowy mountains. Also, Qing Jing farm has one of the highest 7-Eleven in the country, and also the tallest altitude Starbucks in the country. So if you're interested in getting this trophy of your lifetime, then it's a good place. You can claim that I have the coffee in the highest Starbucks in Taiwan. Also, if you go, it's not too far from Qing Jing farm, you may encounter the Mona Dao statue. He's actually a freedom fighter during the Japanese period. At that time, the Aborigines were largely deprived by the Japanese authority. They were forced to do labor, and they would cut off from their cultures. And there was one incident called the Wushi incident that they decided they'll bear no more of this kind of deprivation, and they fight back. Of course, eventually they didn't succeeded. They didn't manage to fight back the Japanese authority, but it's good. It commemorates how brave they were, even though they know they have very little chance of winning. And also, it reminds us Taiwanese that we need to stand with our own people, and also speak out when things are not right. So I think that's all I have to cover about Qing Jing farm. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.